One of the biggest factors that influenced my goals as an educator was my move from Dallas, Texas to Edinburgh, Pennsylvania, which is just outside of Erie, in the middle of my seventh grade year. This was the first time I realized that education could differ according to where you were living. I left a place where I was sharing outdated textbooks that were falling apart and missing pages with three or four other students, and I moved to a school where I had every resource imaginable available to me. As a 13-year-old, I didn't understand that I was experiencing educational inequality. All I knew was that it wasn't fair and that it made me really upset that some of the people that I loved weren't getting the same education that I was because of where they lived and what school district their parents could afford to live in. So these realizations led me to enter college knowing one thing about the teaching career I would have after graduation. And for me, that was teaching in urban areas. I felt that going into an urban area as a highly qualified teacher was one way that I could work to make change in an education system that involves so much inequity. And my experiences this summer solidified my passion because I had two incredible opportunities. One was teaching in an inner city Philadelphia high school, and the other was teaching elementary school students in Memphis, Tennessee. So the first thing I did is I spent every day for a full 2 weeks in a 10th grade English classroom at Edison High School in North Philly. Through my time there, I saw how much students had internalized the negative stereotypes imposed on them by not only the community surrounding theirs, but also their teachers. And as I spent more time in their classroom, I had conversations with these students who would say things like, "See, we're bad kids. Are you sure you still want to teach in schools like this?" And then I would see how their faces lit up when I would ask, first of all, where are the bad kids? And that, yes, I definitely wanted to teach in a school like theirs, and I would be happy to have students just like them in my classes eventually. Yeah, I saw students who made bad decisions, but more than anything else, I saw students with unbelievable resiliency, impressive cultural competencies, and they all had big plans for their futures. And so then I went from that experience in Philadelphia to my internship in Memphis, where I was able to live in the neighborhood that I was working, which happened to be a neighborhood that is home to one of the poorest zip codes in the country. So I had the opportunity to experience the reality that my kids were facing year round. And this neighborhood, not unlike the kids I was working with, had its problems, but more importantly, it had amazing assets to offer. So I got to learn so many things from the kids that I was teaching, and they got to learn from me too. And that was just such an incredible experience for me. And so I left this summer knowing that the students I worked with, as well as so many other students, are worth so much more than they're being offered by our education system. And that is an injustice that I just will not ignore, because the students deserve an equal quality education with good teachers who are invested in their lives, in their aspirations, and ultimately their success as human beings and as students. And although I know that my career goals are going to come with unique challenges and they're going to be difficult at times, I can't think of a better thing to devote my career in education to, because that's what the students deserve, and in my opinion, that's worth it.